Alright, hey everyone, I'm Josh with Rainier Creations Code, and I got some stickers going right now. Just figured I'd bring you guys along for the ride. Should be a super quick video. I've already made videos on how to make stickers, but I got these going. I'm not going to show you guys how I do it on the computer or anything, because I've already done that. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll leave a tag up in the right hand corner here, hopefully. You guys can go ahead and find that. Okay, so another thing I like to do is, you can see I have my lamination just kind of here, and these rolls aren't actually touching, right? You can see right through them, because you want to keep the pressure off of these when they're not being used. So I have this paper here because I found that when I get this all pressed down and get this lined up, that this actually makes it a lot easier than trying to feed it back through or depend just on the static just to keep it in place. So really it would just be kind of pushing that back in, making sure it's all even across the board, and then lowering with that knob right there, lowering. Okay, so I have everything now loaded on the laminator. I'm using a GFP 363. It is a heat assist laminator. It's fantastic. I don't use the heat all that much. That's really to help prevent any silvering that might take place. Silvering is when you use a cold laminator and sometimes the adhesion might not look perfect. And so when you look at it in the light a little bit, it kind of looks like it has flakes of silver essentially. So the easy way to do that is just turn the heat on very, very low. And I don't use it all that much because I haven't mastered that yet, but you just do that, and that helps kind of smooth it out and get rid of any silvering. But anyways, so what we're doing here is, if you remember on the previous video, I showed you that I had a piece of vinyl already underneath there that I tucked underneath this pinch roller, right? So when I fed this piece of vinyl in, I put this underneath that chunk right there. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but it's right here. I put it underneath that chunk. So nothing is actually sticking to this piece of vinyl right now. It's all in the pinch rollers, and it's underneath this other piece of vinyl right here. And so one thing I like to do too is on the far end down here, I leave enough vinyl, and you'll see here at the end, to leave an extra little strip there, so that way when I cut it on the back, I can keep feeding it like this, and it makes it so much easier when you're doing that. So we have a couple ways we can do this. One, I can either hit run over on the machine, or I can hit the foot control. So I'm going to use the foot control. One thing to be cognizant of, if you're not doing roll to roll on this machine and you're just doing a sheet like I am, sometimes when you start, you have to look at the back because it could get caught up on one of the other rollers back there or something, and you have to redo everything, and that sucks. So anyways, should be good to go. I have it lined up, and we'll go ahead and feed this thing through. Okay, it's fed through. I saw an issue right over here. Unfortunately, it looks like when I put this in, I didn't have it perfectly snugged down there. Now it's completely smooth, and I think we're fine, but I guarantee I'll have one or two that are bad. Not the end of the world. I'll just reprint those and laminate those later. So now that that's done, I like to pull this out, look behind it, make sure I have enough room, and I do. So I just take one of these little cutters here. I'll leave a link on. You can get them on Amazon. They're pretty great. And I just cut through the back right here, and then we get it ready to cut. All right, so as you can see, kind of jacks it up a little bit. I don't know if you can see it that well, but there is a little bit of issue right here, okay? Not the end of the world. Like I said, I'll just reprint. These were a test anyways. It didn't get down on the main ones, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm already done laminating now. So one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to leave these pinch rollers that you see behind me. You don't want to leave them compressed, because over time that can cause them to kind of disform a little bit, and it's going to end up ruining your printers, and you got to try to replace one of these things. That's a huge pain in the butt that you don't want. So I just get in the habit, unless I'm just running this constantly all day, as soon as I'm done with a job laminating it, I just take the tension off of it. You just do it by moving this wheel. That's all you got to do. There we go. Tension's off. I just kind of get it out of the way. Okay. And then I'll cover back up here in just a minute, and then we'll get into cutting. Okay, we got the cutter going right now. Everything seems to be going well. I pulled out a quick check on one. So far, so good. All right, so that was a super quick how to make stickers. Like I said, I already had a video on it. I can leave a link in the description, and I'll put one up above as well. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you need any stickers, banners, posters, vinyl prints, or excuse me, canvas prints, whatever you want, just reach out. You can find us at www.rainiercreationsco.com. All right. You can visit me on Instagram. You can go to TikTok or Facebook. You can email me at info@rainiercreationsco.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.